Located in the beautiful and sunny state of Florida lies the quaint and charming town of Green Cove Springs. It's right on the St. Johns River, 40 minutes south of downtown Jacksonville. Within the city lies one of the largest employers and leading manufacturer of custom-built industrial trucks for sewer and drain cleaning. It all started in 1986 with 5 people and an idea. Since then, VACCon has manufactured nearly 8,000 trucks and employs over 300 people at their worldwide headquarters in the heart of Green Cove Springs.
The problem we had at VACCon is we had materials spread across 12 acres worth of our facility. We used a Cardex Rimstar horizontal system, and we have outgrown that system. So we needed to find a way to put all our parts into one piece of equipment. And talking to Cardex Rimstar, they had a solution to our problem.
To manufacture one of these custom trucks, it takes on average 4,000 parts. VACCon usually begins 1 to 2 new truck builds per day, which is 8,000 parts per day needed to be pulled from inventory. VACCon was using one warehouse to store purchase parts and another separate warehouse for manufactured parts. These parts would travel separately to manufacturing to be matched up for production. The space and costs required to manage these 2 separate inventories and transport them to manufacturing when needed was draining efficiencies. As I mentioned before, VACCon makes custom trucks, so inherently they make custom parts. These parts are not only to manufacture new trucks, but also support existing trucks on the road. Custom parts, fabricated in-house, are added to inventory weekly and sometimes daily. We were able to determine that a 15% growth rate would be appropriate for the current solution. After a meticulous cube analysis and an evaluation of VACCon's future projections, we came up with a complete storage solution that would solve the storage crisis both now and in the future. We strategically allowed for growth in the current machines as well as cleared the way for more machines in the future. With manufacturing at capacity and a new building design underway, we seized the opportunity to consolidate purchased and manufactured parts into one warehouse. VACCon ended up installing 6 Cardex Rimstar Shuttle XP vertical lift modules integrated with PPG inventory management software, pick-to-light technology, and a 12-position batch station. In the design, we also pre-wired and made space for 6 more VLMs to accommodate future growth. All right, let's build some machines. Wow, that was quick. Well, now that our machines are up and running, let's talk about performance and efficiency. The previous warehouse buildings were a combined 70,000 square feet. The new one is 29,200 square feet. This successfully reduced the footprint of the part storage facilities by 58%. Prior to installing the VLMs, VACCon was building on average 36 trucks per month. With the introduction of the VLMs, time spent walking around multiple warehouses and tracking down parts, that was all eliminated. In the previous system, operators needed to bend down to reach the lower lying parts and possibly use ladders to reach the higher items. Both manufactured and purchased parts are now stored within the 6 VLMs, and inventory is brought directly to the operator at an ergonomically positioned access opening. This has allowed VACCon to increase production to 48 trucks per month. That's a 33% increase in productivity. VACCon receives orders for new truck builds in their MRP system. This is where a work order is created and automatically passed to the PPG software. The orders are arranged by department, so that way materials can be quickly delivered to the appropriate locations. PPG manages not only the inventory in the VLMs, but all of the inventory in the warehouse, including the larger items which are stored on pallet racks next to the VLM machines. Once a work order has been created, the batch station is set up for picking. The operator assigns individual totes to each position on the batch station via barcode scan. Next, the VLMs are driven by PPG software and trays are delivered. Directed by the Transaction Information Center, or Pick-to-Light technology, the operator picks the required parts from the VLM. After each pick, the operator bags the part and tags it with a work order or part number, customer name and number, and delivery location, and puts it in the proper place on the batch station. This continues till all parts are picked from the VLMs. Next, a rolling cage is loaded with totes for each department. From the batch table, the cage is then delivered to one of the production bays in the warehouse. The larger, heavier materials stored on the pallet rack are picked next. They are delivered via forklift to the same production bay as the previous material. After the work order is entered as complete, the large items are removed from the MRP system via PPG to ensure accurate inventory counts in the rack areas the exact same way PPG utilizes inventory counts in the VLMs. After the parts have been delivered to the production bay, the truck assembly begins. As I touched on earlier, in addition to the orders for manufacturing, the warehouse receives orders for aftermarket parts from dealers and customers. These orders are brought to the VLMs manually from the shipping department. The operator is able to specify a hot pick within PPG. This module in the software allows the operator to pause batch picking, pick the 1 or 2 parts needed for the hot pick, and resume the batch picking process once completed.